Hello everybody, my name is Miryen Magnolia Velez Preciado. I share my thesis finalizan course in Testing and Evaluation, tutor en Suárez Salomía, Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia, Bachelor in English as Foreign Language, May 2018, Cali Valle. Methods and approach. Method the silent way. This method created by Calais in 1963. On this method, the student needs to be more observant and they have a positive attitude. The audiolingual method. This method refers to communicate a part which through the repetition of the student manage to achieve the proposed objective. Grammar translate. Direct method posted by Charles. This method is taught by teaching a language in a similar way to the modern tongue, where sometimes the question answer are stronger. The student's acquisition of the language, teaching new vocabulary and structures of daily use. Methods and approach. Method the silent way. This method created by physical response, developed by Dr. James. This method is based on the realization of listening activity and physical movements for the subsequent repetition. Okay. A clear example of the method is when a teacher explains to the children the parts of the body where they listen, but at the same time they see in which part of the body you are pointing in several times, and then they manage to say them and point them out alone. Communicating language teaching. Its main objective is to help the student to create sentences with meaning, which mean and that the learning on the foreign language is evaluated and taking into account how the student develops his communicative competence, where emphasis in place of the ability of the student to use their knowledge and thus be able to communicate in an ideal way. Kind of evaluation to plan an evaluation is essential to determine what the objective or proposal or what will be done with formative. Its objective is to show the progress and shortcomings both in the teaching and apprenticeship and the behavior of the student during the grade of course. Diagnostic. This evaluation is to demonstrative if the students are able to start studying a certain topic or unit or the previous knowledge that the student has at the beginning of the course or grade. Summary. These evaluations is to show whether or not the proposed goals has been reached during the course or grade. Here the consolidation of all the course notes is made according to the foreseen in the programs of the course. Assignments for English specific or proposed. English for specific or proposed, this side of the evaluation is carried out depending on the need or the purpose of the student. It can be said that they are for those who want to learn English without a specific purpose. For example, someone who wants to travel to the United States or London and to work as a chef and therefore a syllabus must create a specific lesson plan programs for the proposed and also carry out their respective evaluation. In medicine, an evaluation uses through technology. The use of the technology for use is very important in their process because it can be a tool for significant in learning. The technology tools every day are more necessary and useful in the life of a student. I think the advantages are that the student is more relaxed, that he can do it during at the time according to conditions imposed by the teacher or tutor, besides helping the student to enter the technological world. Other advantages are the student of time, the not immediately is has didactic aid. Analysis of the choose population to sibling age 10 and 13 years will receive private English lesson because their parents want to travel to English-speaking country in a period of approximately 2 years. A student receives 2 hours of English class every day at home with private teachers. I choose the population group because I think that this happens to many people and they are not necessarily children or young people and they want to learn the English language. They, they are lucky children to have the blessings that parents can cancel a private classes in which they will develop all the skills such as speech, writing, reading, and listening because the constant practice of what they see daily in class is done by people with skill with reading and then improve in this teaching. They can read the country on speaking English without any inconvenience. The teacher has 2 hours of daily class that the 1 hour uses is for the part teaching the English language and another hour for practice what is in class day by day. So this way alone, the children to acquire a good learning and the eighth one of the skill because learning grammar, vocabulary, writing, reading, and speaking choosing skill speaking. The skill of the speaking is very important to make us understand what they tell us because if someone doesn't speak to us we can't listen or read. That is why it's very important to develop these abilities. Give that again. Uh, we we go to live or travel to a country English speaking with mass pouring into practice because since we are rising English speaking countries at the airport they speak to us in English and this we don't know what we don't understand what they say we will not be able to express ourselves in English and we have to say I don't speak in English so that someone would know Spanish to attempt a skill to speak develops automatically when we listen and respond to another. Hence, the importance that we must speak in all the time or as much of the day as possible in order to acquire a skill of speaking. Another way to develop the linguistic skill of speaking is to read in English as much as possible and record it for the purpose of listening to our voice and knowing what our pronunciation errors are. Additionally, getting a native friend of the English language is of great help to be able to advance in broad strong because if you don't have to serve and phonetics pronunciation for reference word we learn to the correct pronunciation. Listen to music in English or watching videos or movies in English help improve the skill of speaking because we learn pronunciation of new words as well as vocabulary. Another way of speaking is to learn a word every day and practice its pronunciation by practicing it every day either by including this new word in daily usage sentence. Speaking activity checklist objective improve the skill of speaking through the practice of class and or learning. Evaluating it pronunciation fluence high, medium, low. Reference. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.